The most important words a man can say are "I will do better." This, my friends, is a quote from one of my favorite books, Oathbringer by Brandon Sanderson. You see, mistakes can never be fixed, but a happy future can always be made. I will do better. It's simple words, but if put into action, they can change lives, as I think it did mine. Now I have an opportunity to introduce myself to you, my faults, my successes, and what I am now. You'll see all of me. All that is the person that makes up Nicholas Anderson Salim. Most of all, you will see my background, my current situation, and my plans for the future. So let's get started, starting first with my fateful history. Before now, I hardly cared for much, barely putting in the effort into what most call life. Born and swept away very much adrift and alone in birth and academic experience and social experience. I was born in Dallas, and before I was 10, I was taken into a stranger's foreign land. Lost at first in a new environment, in a new world, I was different than everyone around me. Two brand new languages I did not know were thrust upon me, Mandarin and Indonesian. I was an easy target, new, foreign, and a quiet introvert as well. Although I was not bullied, I knew there was like a divide between me and them. I eventually grew and got used to that strange and alien environment. However, I quickly became stuck in a peculiar and grey limbo that was my life. I know everyone within my grade, yet I could not make any meaningful connections until the last year of my high school. I was adrift to my studies and social life, coming in and out, nothing more. I was unmotivated and passive. I was coming to school without the drive or the seriousness required to thrive. Instead of aiming towards excelling, I was alright with just okay. As a certain wit from Brandon Sanderson's Stormlight Archives book Oathbringer said, "What's the point of growth if not to spur you to something lofty?" I had felt that. I had felt aimless as the world closed in on me. Everyone around me seemed to have a plan, except me, and I did not. Worried about the future, anxiety devoured me and my soul. And so it was with that state of things that I moved back to the United States, mainly for education and with a mindset on changing myself. Now, I strive for better grades, success, and more. No more minimum, but instead beyond, far and beyond. Because I had many countless nights, sleepless and alone, that made me want to change, to be different. My mind was focused on my legacy. What would happen after I die and turn into bones? Would someone weep for me on the day of my death? I realized that I must change and become something more. I could not depend on the world, but instead only on myself. This may sound wrong, but the world is a give and take. Only with one effort, kindness, and work can you succeed. You must give blood, sweat, and tears, and only then will you be rewarded. And so I decided to take charge of my actions. I became decisive. I started volunteering in the community. I started spending hours in the library studying. I decided to be more kind. I started to become more active instead of passive. Because you have to be proactive to be good. So in the face of social anxiety, I decided that I must be able to offer help. And if they reject it, if my worst fears come true, so be it. Then at least I would have tried something instead of nothing at all. And so with these changes here, I stand before you today, filled with a new sense of purpose and determination to make up for lost time. Looking ahead, I have clear plans that I am actively working towards. I am hopeful towards my goals in both academic pursuits and career ambitions. And with a semester and a 4.0 GPA so far under my belt, I aim for more. I aim to form better and better strategies for studying. I hope to further my personal understanding at Cohen College and eventually elsewhere. And in terms of career ambition, I have found my passion in the fields of biology and psychology. The human mind has always interested me. And I believe biology and psychology are intertwined. The brain, part of a larger system. Now, besides that, I plan to continue on my personal growth to be worthy of being remembered. Change is slow, but if constant, it will become habit. And so I will continue pushing myself out of my comfort zone, seeking new challenges and experiences, and I will maintain my change, and eventually, with great hope, I'll become someone better. Giving back to the community is also a priority for me. I plan on to continue volunteering and participating in community service projects, and I aim to make a positive impact on the lives of others. And so with these as my future goals and my future plans, I hope for more in the future, and basically these are all things. I hope plan. So let's review everything. We explored my background and my struggles faced abroad, the restless drift I felt. We delved into the transformations I underwent, and I'm still undergoing to become more motivated and proactive in the community and myself. And finally, we saw my future plans, including my hopes of even further personal growth. These are all parts of my personal journey of me, Nicholas Anderson Salim. I hope that this gives you an understanding of who I am, my faults and my successes. For as I move forward in life, I am committed to embracing every opportunity, learning from my mistakes, and living with purpose and determination. These are things you've learned about me. But besides this, I also invite you all to join me on this journey, to make a conscious effort to embrace change, set lofty goals, and strive for continuous self-improvement. Just remember, the most important words you can say are, I will do better. I need to do this again.
Okay. What is your
Yeah, I messed up during the transition.